Thank you, Gabby. So a runners-up medal for Lionel Messi, which just makes you think there might be fitness and fire in his belly to go one more after all. It would not be the way he wanted to sign off. Many thought that he might have done after the last World Cup in Qatar just over 3.5 years ago. By his performance tonight, Alan, maybe the star is just starting to lose its shine.
Well, there's no doubt that he certainly can't run as much as he could, but he's still an incredible threat when he gets the ball at his feet. You can see the defenders' fear in their eyes when he gets it, and he came to life in the last 5 or 10 minutes. That's all really of the game. But once he did get on that ball, then they caused a couple of problems, but nowhere near enough in the 90 minutes.
The Argentina players have managed to calm their passions and are going down the list of officials. Standing to the right of Donald J. Trump is Claudia Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico. And then it's Mark Carney, former governor of the Bank of England, now the Prime Minister of Canada. Let's not forget the part that they played in hosting this tournament as well. I don't think we will ever forget Mexico, will we?
No, not at all. That will stay with me forever. That's an incredible night.
And now it comes home to roost for Lionel Messi. Are we seeing the end of the greatest era there's ever been in the game?
Well, judging by the reaction, then maybe. That's sad to see, but also refreshing to see someone who's achieved so much. It means that much to them, and it hurts. And it hurts like hell.
Maybe the end for Lionel Scaloni as well. He couldn't manage the 4 in a row. Nobody ever has. 2 continental titles and then 2 World Cups as well. 4 majors on the bounce. Spain have done 3 before. You wouldn't bet against them doing 3 again when the Euros come around in 2 years' time. Tears of what might have been for Lionel Messi. And there'll be plenty of tears the world over when the day comes that he does announce that he has kicked his last ball in front of us all. Those Argentina fans keep on singing. It has been that way from way before the tournament started, from the moment the first few started to arrive in the United States of America. And now it's the turn of a set of players who have just made themselves a part of Spanish football history. For all the successes of, in particular, Real Madrid, but also Barcelona and Atletico Madrid and Valencia and Sevilla and the other great Spanish club sides on the greatest world stage. It's incredible, really, that prior to tonight, they'd only ever been world champions once before. That now changes. And it changes with a youngish team that has plenty more to offer. Marc Pubil of Atletico Madrid, only 23, only capped 3 times. Alex Grimaldo is 30. He might not have too much more of the road to travel, but he'll be around for a while yet. Eric Garcia, likewise, at only 23. The future is certainly bright. And the tradition and the methods will continue, Alan. Luis de la Fuente will still be in charge of the national team. The same coaches will be in charge of the youth setup. They will play the same way from 10 years old to 36.
And so they should, because beauty has beaten the beast today. And they deserved it. They've been the best team. They didn't panic. They had that draw in the first game against Cape Verde. But nothing changed. They believe in what they do, and so they should, because they've had success and it works. And they are brilliant at what they do, and they ain't going away in a hurry.
Danny Olmo followed by Crystal Palace's Yeremy Pino, who got on as a substitute a couple of times in the tournament, but didn't play any part in the game this evening. And then Pedro Porro, well, he's just signed a new long-term deal with Spurs, and when you look at the recruitment Spurs have made for the coming season, he clearly wants to be a part of that, and he's been superb for Spain at this World Cup.
Well, they all have. We keep on saying one goal. And Simon's had to face 10 shots on target. this tournament. 10 shots on target in 8 games. I mean, the work that goes on in front of him to stop that is incredible.
And they follow Italy in 1938 and 1982 and West Germany in 1990 as the only teams to have won the World Cup without ever being behind in any game. You were mentioning about Unai Simon getting the Golden Glove. Well, the stats don't lie, but then he's not had an awful lot to do.
He said 10 shots on target, but I think that is how brilliant they are as a team, how they work as a team. We've all praised their passing and how they keep the ball and make it very difficult for the opposition. But when they haven't got the ball as well, they're so impressive. They work hard, get the numbers right in and behind the ball, and those spaces that teams want to play in, they don't allow you.
We've already seen Gavi. There's 19-year-old Lamine Yamal, followed onto the podium by Pedri at 23. And then this young man. I was absolutely delighted to see him get the Young Player Award. For once, the centre-backs win out.
Just looks so cool on the ball, so good on the ball. Not under any stress at any time. Being magnificent.
Marc Cucurella, who is Mr. Consistent for clubs and country. He gets a particularly special word from Gianni Infantino. And a great job from the President of the USA. And King Felipe VI has a hug for Marc Cucurella. Apparently the tallest reigning monarch, did you know? At 6'5.5".
Who gave you that information?
Wikipedia. Actually, a sporting pedigree of his own. He was in Spain's Olympic sailing team at the 1992 Games. Finished 6th, though. He didn't get a gold medal. Luis de la Fuente, the engineer of all of it. From the youth teams that he took to European and world glory, to the senior team that is now European and world champions. Following the coach, the player of the tournament, the Golden Ball winner, 2 years ago the Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, will come and get his medal. Players at this tournament, wouldn't you know it, being the USA, are also going to get special Super Bowl style rings. And FIFA, naturally, are making another almost couple of thousand of them. Not for charity. A hug for Rodri from the King and from all the Spanish dignitaries, and he will have the task of lifting the World Cup trophy. The class of 2010 have been here to watch the next generation lift Spain to world football glory. They've been gazed upon by Xavi, Iniesta, Ramos, Casillas, Puyol and all. But now it's the turn of the next all-talented Spain team. Rodri must feel like the king of the world right now. And the President's not going to leave the scene lightly. A little like Chelsea at the Club World Cup final last year. He's going to stay on the end. And Gianni's never far away. And now it is the moment that the whole of Spain is watching. Spain in 2026 are, for the second time in their history, champions of the world.
Thank you, Guy. Thank you, Alan. Incredible scenes. Never get boring, do they, these scenes, Wayne?
No,
Never tired of them.
No, it's great, obviously, to see the players after a long tournament lifting the World Cup, and fully deserved it. And that's great as well to see the Argentine players throughout there clapping the fans and obviously showing their appreciation at the end, eventually, to the Spanish players.
But the emotion etched all over Messi's face. What does it tell you?
Yeah, it really does. He's quite an emotional man when he loses anyway, but it's not about Messi today. It's this. Honestly, I've had a decent career myself, but just looking on, just thinking, I can't imagine how it feels to be world champions. World Cup, unbelievable.
In a World Cup, of course, that has more teams than ever and an extra round of matches to get through. It's tough to get to the top here.
That man Fabian, though, he won the Champions League and he's won the World Cup. But look at the players They could win. They've already won the Euro. They could win the World Cup. They could go again. That's how good this team are. They were my favourites from the start because of the way they play, the players that they have, the confidence they have, the young stars that they have, and they fully deserved it.
Sorry, that was Wayne's pal, Olmo. Wayne's pal, Olmo there, he had a big smile on his face.
No, I just think he's brilliant, but I think, as Mickey just said there, rightly so, this team could go on over the next 2, 4, 6 years and really dominate in international football because now they've got the experience of winning the last 2 major trophies at international level, but they've got the youngsters on the side, a really good manager, so this team is a team good for you.
They've also got a way of playing that no one in the world has proven can get anywhere near. No one laid a glove on them. 10 shots on target against them in the whole entire tournament, and Argentina had absolutely no chance at it. No matter what they threw at them, they just kept their levels, and they barely looked like they broke sweat.
I think throughout the tournament they grew, because if you look at it earlier, especially in the group stage, everyone was saying Spain are not quite right. There was something that they need to improve, and then whoever they came up against, it was a France game for me. When I see what they did against France and they just nullified all the threat while still being great on the ball. This is a team that drew 0-0 with Cape Verde, and they're just absolutely blowing teams away with their possession. Nobody could get anywhere near them on the ball, and they fully deserve it.
They threw a few people off guard, didn't they, that game? It kind of gave people a sense, is this Spain team the real? Are they going to, actually what they found was that Cape Verde had different plans at this World Cup and wanted to ruffle a few feathers, but it's about pacing yourself through a tournament.
It is, and they stay calm, and we spoke to Azpilicueta after that game, and he said, no, there's no panic. This team, they know what they are, they know what the goals are, what they set out to achieve. And I feel like in England we would have made a big thing, and this is such a bad result, but there was no panic. I thought I would make it against France. Spain were excellent, but I think the game for me before that was against Austria, where he absolutely dominated. They didn't give Austria a kick of the game, of the ball, and then he just grew and grew into the tournament, and then deservedly so, the world champions.
The King of Spain joining in with the celebrations there. Donald Trump has finally moved off the stage. He did get himself into the shot, not quite as prominent as the Club World Cup last night.
No, he got shifted because it's all about that team there. Look at Ferran Torres. Imagine having that. Imagine being the guy that scored the winning World Cup goal for your country.
Javier Bardem has been at so many matches, hasn't he, watching Spain through this World Cup, so he gets another moment in the sun. He's enjoying this. And Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, those young talents.
Be young, be free.
I wish I would have stood out when I was younger and won big trophies, just like come up with a little dance move and then.
It would have looked awkward. I'm glad you didn't.
Would it be better than half time?
Let's meet up there, I think.
And I guess it's time now to reflect on the World Cup as a whole. I mentioned there the extra round of matches, obviously, to get to the top of this. There have been quite a few innovations as well. And there's been some really interesting innovations. Hydration breaks have become normal almost. We got so used to it so quickly, didn't we? Having kind of a couple of weeks of finding it very odd. Are they here to stay? Are we going to find those in international football going forward?
Oh, I don't know. I think that was just... I didn't mind them, but with it being over so many different countries and so many different kind of temperatures throughout, I think to just keep it fair, because they were able to move tactically, and a lot of the games are going to be above 30 degrees or whatever the cut-off point is in England. So I think to keep it fair, they had to do it no matter what the temperature was.
What about half-time shows, Wayne? Are they staying?
I hope not. Do you know what? I was all for it. I was open to it. And then obviously seeing it, and I just thought the performances were bad, the timings of it bad. Just let us play football.
Micah, what's been something that you're going to take away from this as an innovation that you think, actually that's something that can stay?
I did like the entertainment. I think I agree with Wayne. It went on a little bit too long. Well, I don't mind the Shakira and Burna Boy. I thought they was quite good.
Listen, I like Shakira, I like Burna Boy, but just not today. This is about football.
As proven by these champions.
Exactly.
Well, there they are, the champions of the world. And this in New York, as you guys know, this city has got an abundance of opportunities to spend the night celebrating and entertaining. They are going to have the night of their lives.
Well, they're going to have a great night. Don't you think you should have a great night? You've been great all tournament, Wayne. Not a drink of alcohol. Are you going to celebrate tonight?
Listen, I'll enjoy the evening, if possible.